Hi guys, Hon Yuanes here. I rarely make this kind of video about reviewing a character in Genshin Impact, but I hope this video gonna help you to know the real truth about Escoffier before you pulling for her. So you're not gonna pull her because FOMO or something like that. By the way, I already use Escoffier a lot, do some tasks with a lot of team composition and also do some damage comparison, so I will just give my personal opinion about Escoffier. Escoffier is a great character actually. She can decrease hydro resistance and cryo resistance of any opponent hit by her elemental skill or her elemental burst up to 55% for 12 seconds. And also her skill damage is pretty nice actually, even though it is still level 8. And then her burst and also her passive, she is such a good healer too. So basically support, sub DPS, and also a healer. That's Escoffier. But the thing is, Escoffier is a freeze team specialist. We should use hydro and cryo character only to maximize Escoffier potential. We cannot just use another element like Kazuha, Bennett, or maybe Silonen, Yansan to get more attack, to get more elemental damage. We cannot put that character. We can only use cryo and hydro character. Most players said that Escoffier is a must pull or must get character because he can push up a lot of damage, right? But the real truth is not every cryo and hydro character would be good with Escoffier. I mean, if you want the highest damage output from your DPS, Escoffier might not always be the best choice for that. Why? Because Escoffier is a freeze team specialist and not every cryo and hydro character is good or maybe optimal on freeze team. For example, Wriothesley as a cryo DPS, most players think that Escoffier would be good or maybe the best for him, right? The real truth is, yes, but not really that good. Because actually Wriothesley will deal higher damage with reverse melt team rather than using freeze team with Escoffier. It is because when you are using reverse melt team, I'm speaking about premium reverse melt team, Wriothesley will team up with like Mafuika, who's gonna deal high skill damage and high burst damage. Also her burst can buff your Wriothesley damage. And then Bennett, Silonen, who can buff your damage, and also reverse melt reaction can make your Wriothesley deal much more damage. Elemental resonance effect, fervent flames, increase attack by 25%. And if we are using the freeze team, we only get crit rate. So basically if we are talking about Wriothesley highest damage, reverse melt will help you to get Wriothesley highest damage. Let me show you a simple damage comparison when you are using Wriothesley on the reverse melt team and also freeze team with Escoffier. I'm gonna use a simple combo rotation and let's see Wriothesley charge attack damage. Alright, one more maybe. Alright, and now the freeze team with Escoffier, I'm gonna use the full combo this time. And let's see Wriothesley charge attack damage. As you can see, Wriothesley deal higher damage with reverse melt team, right? 177k with reverse melt team and 126k freeze team with Escoffier. And I don't even need to use my Fuika burst to make Wriothesley damage higher. Move on to another example. Some players might think Escoffier will help Neuvillette reach his highest damage because she can decrease a lot of hydro resistance. But the real truth is no. And I found that, yeah, Silonen, Geo character, I said before we need to use a full hydro and cryo character, right, to maximize Escoffier potential. But in this case, Silonen will help Neuvillette to deal higher damage because of his passive talent, Heir to the Ancient Sea Authority. My Neuvillette is on C1, so I will automatically get 1 stack. I can deal freeze and crystallize reaction, so yeah, basically I can get maximum stack. But if you are on C0, you can only get 2 stack, or maybe you can change Furina into another element so you can get maximum stack. But if we are talking about Neuvillette highest damage, yep, his premium team still the best with Kazuha, Silonen, and also Furina. With his premium team, Neuvillette can deal his highest damage. Alright, let me show you the damage comparison between Neuvillette premium team and Neuvillette freeze team with Escoffier, and I will do a simple combo and let's see Neuvillette highest charge attack damage. Okay. Right, let's see his highest damage. Alright, I think I see like 88k or maybe 87k. And now the freeze team with Escoffier and also Silonen. Alright, 67k. And for the last one, let's try to use a full cryo and hydro character. Using Chitlali with Cinder City artifact, so Neuvillette will have much more elemental damage. Let's try. Oh yeah. So the overall damage is only like 50k something. So yeah, it is basically in the lowest damage than before. As you can see from the damage comparison before, Neuvillette will deal highest damage with his premium team, which is 88k, and freeze team, Escoffier and Silonen will deal 67k, and the lowest one will goes to a full hydro and cryo Escoffier freeze team only for like 58k. So who is Escoffier best DPS to team up with? For now in Genshin 5.6, I can say Ayaka is gonna be the best DPS for Escoffier freeze team. It is because Ayaka's highest damage is her burst, right? So if I'm not using freeze or frozen reaction, look at this. When Ayaka using her burst, she will lose a lot of hits. But if I'm using the hydro and do the freeze reaction, I can capture the enemy movement, right? Look at this. Ayaka will deal more hits than before because the enemy's movement is stopped. So her burst can deal much more hits. So yeah, basically freeze Escoffier is gonna be the best for Ayaka because Ayaka needs frozen reaction. In the end of the day, freeze teams still have their own advantage, like freezing the opponents, and your gameplay will be much more easier, right? Because the opponents cannot move unless you fight a boss. So basically, you still can use Wriothesley or another Hydro Cryo DPS with freeze team, but still, Ayaka will be the best with freeze team because Ayaka need frozen reaction. So getting Escoffier and pairing her with Ayaka and your Ayaka gonna be insane. And talking about Skirk, I still cannot talk much about her because the character is not officially released and I don't know her final kit, but most players said that Escoffier will be Skirk premium team. So if you want to make your Skirk powerful, maybe it is not wrong to try to get Escoffier, I guess, but beware if Skirk gonna deal higher damage with reverse melt team, so you might not use your Escoffier. I still highly recommend you guys to try to get Escoffier because he is a solid character, support, sub DPS, also a healer. 3-in-1 character. That's insane. And sometimes you might need to play with freeze team and Escoffier will be one of your best choice for your freeze team. She is very easy to use, just use skill and burst, done. The team composition might not be flexible because you must use Cryo and Hydro character only, but at least Escoffier will help all of your Cryo and Hydro character to deal high damage. Except for Eula because she is mainly a physical DPS. Thank you for watching this video. This is just my personal opinion about Escoffier. You may have your own opinion about Escoffier, I respect that, but if you want to discuss or ask anything about Escoffier, just comment below. I will do what I can. And also don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoy this video, if this video helps you, and subscribe my channel for more videos, short videos, and also live stream. Btw Escoffier signing out. Stay weird. See ya.